Planting is really clean.
Hurry up, tonight.
Yeah. Just do a little documentary thing.
You taking a picture? Are you there?
From my side.
Yes, he's taking a picture.
Are you taking it? Come in. Yes, this is Sarima.
So what you say that that's the first?
It's the first female statue in 150 years that we unveiled and put on display in Manchester Town Hall.
Wow.
Now sits here in Central Library to when they've done up the Town Hall and then it'll go back.
Well
you
done.
can see I'm with my gelly and everything. So you can see that I'm an African woman.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm proud to be African. Thank you.
Well, every black people is African.
There you go.
So they just need to know. Yeah.
How long have we got before we start?
I hope they got some rice. I hope they got some rice and peas up there.
You never mind all that. Come, let's go. We'll take some pictures.
Yeah, we need to go now.
Make sure it's nice.
We got to look at this way. 1, 2, look at this way, look at this way, look at this way. Move.
Wait, man, give me a quick one with that to please. Carl, let's go one side.
Yeah, so you can. What you have to say no, Carl. You're on Must Eye TV Blacks. You understand? You see this joint coming here. All right, then well done.
And more. Thank you very much. Yeah, man. Respect. Yeah. Here we are at the Lord Mayor's. Getting prepared for a sit-down lunch with Must I Talk TV and the Mayor, so yeah. Have a seat. Yeah, yeah, have a seat, Pauline. Yeah.
It's really great to see everyone, and I want to thank your councillor Mabel for bringing you all here. And it's really important because when you have a great councillor, it's really important that they also recognise the champions in our areas, in our cities. So you guys all from Moss Side, it's an absolute honour to meet you. And no city thrives without the people that are making a difference, and you guys are making that difference in the communities that you live in. So thank you, and thank you to you, Irma. Really important that you brought everyone here. And it's been an honour and a pleasure, and I just want to say, do you know what, if I can be the Lord Mayor, so can each and every one of you.
Yeah.
You've got to work hard, and I really need to set that message out there. It's working hard and being passionate about the communities that you serve, get involved in politics and become a councillor, and then you have the opportunity to become the Lord Mayor. So maybe we have a future Lord Mayor sitting on this side. And it is. Lord Mayor's Council. Lord Mayor's.
Carry of flowers. Yeah. Flower boy.
But yeah, no, it's important, and that's where life starts. My journey was as a community activist as well, so it was always about looking at the injustice, the inequality that was going on, and just standing up and challenging it. Did a lot of work with the police in regards to independent advisory groups. We set up a youth organisation. So Madge's my younger brother, and we've set up a youth charity in 2009, and now it's an award-winning organisation with 400 young people coming through the doors. But my background in regards to working environment, I'm a social worker, I've worked in mental health, but I'm also in the criminal justice system, so I've been a prison chaplain for over 24 years. So I work with some of the most vulnerable and stigmatised, and I understand half the things that you were talking about. And it's really important that we give those individuals a chance that maybe have made mistakes, that maybe we're in the wrong place at the wrong time. We're not there to call them out, but they're being punished for what they've done, but it's got to be fair, and that's the bit that I really want to be about. And when I meet many individuals in that environment, it's about giving them that respect. I don't look at the incident or the offences, but life has been good in the sense that I've worked hard. I went to uni as a mature student, and that degree enlightened me and empowered different to my community. So it wasn't about the big houses and the big cars, it's about giving back. And that's what life, and I've had my own fair share trials and tribulations. Life hasn't been easy. No one had it. We've all got a story to tell.
Yes.
We have all got a story to tell, and that knowledge and experience is what you then give back and talk about, so no one else goes through that. I know what I went through. I was like, I'm not having no other sister go through the same stuff that I went through. I'm going to help them at every stage. So that was a little synopsis of my journey, but it's making sure that you guys value yourselves and think, you know what, it's okay, whatever's knocking us down is going to make us get back up stronger, wiser, more experienced, like we'll go down there again, are we? So staying positive.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear your sort of journey and stories as well, because someone's got to do something about it. And I don't know whether you have spoken to MPs and got people involved.
Oh yeah, we've got the select committee behind us
Right.
James Day with the MP, for them, it was him that kind of brought it around.
Sure.
But nobody ever wanted to discuss it because of
The stigma around that sort of
Mhm.
But no, thank you everybody. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
I hope I'll see you again in the community. And that young one over here, you need to understand that. I'm on this journey to make a difference and learn as much as you can. And even if you change your direction in regards to what you do, it doesn't matter, because you've already gained the skills and the knowledge and the experience. So that's how we've probably all got I started off as I didn't want to work. I was just planning kids and that was it. I was gonna be this housewife, and a life changed. And I went out and I had 2 jobs. Then I went to uni. Then I had placement. Life was hard, but you get there. Started off as a hairdresser, then went into fashion, and what else did I do? Prison service and mental health, and so life is a journey. But it's all good. It's all good. And you don't sit there and you get upset about your journey because you think it's all right.
Yeah.
I can take the hardship. Life isn't meant to be easy. Life is tough. But God bless. We're in a better place than so many people in our world.
True.
There's lots of difficulties and lots of sadness.
Yes.
There's a lot of pain. And I think recently, obviously, our hearts are broken because of the issues in our world. And may God give peace to everyone.
True.
So much sadness around, isn't there?
Yes.
So if you guys don't mind, just introduce yourselves from the left, please, and tell us what you do, please.
Okay, I'm Kenny.
Yeah.
My full name is Kenny Chukwume. My background, I have my first degree with children and young people, and I did that as a single mom of 4. I had a baby when I was doing the first degree, so afterwards I went ahead to do my master's in digital technology with the University of Manchester, and I finished my master's with the community where I worked in school. Thank you. I worked in school as a quality improvement officer with a big life school, but during COVID I stopped. But with the community, I've been working in the community for over 10 years. That's where I met Erima. She was my mentor. Even the sewing which I'm doing, I learned a few from her as well, and that was about 10 years ago. So all my life I've been juggling quite a lot at the same time. So even when I was in school, when I was in uni, when I was working, I was still in the community work. So currently, what I do, it's more of around climate change. So I work with a group of ladies, about 30 of them in Moorside. And what we do there is about well-being, trying to keep ourselves happy while saving the environment. So basically, we try to recycle anything textile. So we try to stop textile waste, no matter whatever type of fabric you have, from clothes, bed sheets, and even swatches like the bags we have. We all made them there as well. So they're all, even them ones. So swatches. So we just make things out of any fabric.
Okay.
So anything unwanted textile, just send it to the Moorside Social Stitching Group, and then we'll kind of come up with something very genuine with what you have.
And where are you located?
We are based in Moorside, and we work in Powerhouse.
Okay, from the Powerhouse.
But aside that as well, during holidays, because during holidays most of the moms, they're struggling with childcare. So during holidays, I work also for the HAF project, which is still Manchester City Council.
Okay.
I do the HAF project for children. So in there as well, we keep them busy, not only with 3 things which are required: the physical, health and nutrition, and also creative skills. So when we're doing that, we still try to tie it to the climate change as well, for them to also understand what they can do to help reduce the carbon emission.
Thank you.
If I can just add, because what she hasn't added is, you know, the bags and everything they make, and what the ladies make. They've now got a contract with, is it Manchester Art Gallery or Woodworth Art Gallery?
Yeah, Woodworth Art Gallery.
To be producing these recycled bags, and they're going to be sold in Woodworth Art Gallery.
Okay.
To bring some income back to the,
Okay, well done, yeah? Okay.
My name is Vanessa Une, and I'm in year 11. I'm doing my GCSEs this year, and also I've helped my mum during like her youth programs during the summer holidays, also at the breaks as well. And sometimes we do sewing, and we teach them how to bake, which I also learned from my mum.
Okay.
And
She's a good baker.
and I really enjoy it.
Alright, thank you. Alright, Sister Wendy?
You already said well, why I'm in it. Oh, basically, everybody know me, Wendy Sims, Sister Wendy. I started like in Ethiopia for like 10 years, came here in the heat of pandemic. And I was here like in February, by the March, it was pandemic, everything shut down. I didn't know what to do. I saw people shouting, crying. There was a lot of things that was happening, but as we know, as black people, the first thing we love is food, so I started to do food bank because it was giving us food that we didn't like, and I'm saying there's things that we can do with food, so I used that as a base, and knocking people's doors, checking if it was okay, and you know, whatever I could spot, saying that it grew from not just a food bank anymore, it's gone from way beyond, because I've got some brilliant volunteers as well with me, and we start doing health champions, also mother of 5, I also at uni as well. And the reason why I'm at uni, I just wanted to throw that hat up in the air. I keep saying that, but nobody believes me, because that's one of the things I really wanted to do, was to throw the hat up in the air. Yeah, and you know, so we've gone from strength to strength. One of the things that's happened with me that was quite of interest, I was nominated to go down to the King's coronation, and I spoke to Prince William, and for a very long time it went viral, and we're hoping that that will happen pretty soon as well. And you know, that is one of the big things that we've seen around from our side as well, so just keep your ears and your eyes open for that. We don't know when it's going to happen, but we hope it's going to happen. And I just love my side. I'm always a my side person, and I just love working with my people and working for my side, because that's who I am, passionate about my side. Yeah? Oh yeah. Oh gosh, you see, I could go on about what we do, but that's it. I also was a member of the Independence Advisory Group. Not, you know what I mean, the first one from our side, we even won awards for that as well, because that was another thing, represent the people, not the yes people, the real people. Okay, get that right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. And here we are. How you doing?
I'm well, thank you very much. My name is Ahmed Yassin. I'm a director at Clement Youth Project, also managing director at Families Against Violence. We work on various projects. Main focus is on sports related activities. Me being a local lad, I don't really like to use the titles like community leader and managing director. I'm just a local lad trying to do local things that are needed for our communities. I represent predominantly the African, Somali, Muslim background. We have a very diverse community. We work with many partners, like internal partners are Families Against Violence, Youth on Solid Ground. We've worked on a few projects like the HAF program. We're based out of Plattling. We have about 140 kids that come to us, ranging from 6 to 16. We also have football teams on different platforms, Future City, Cookie FC, Manchester Powerhouse, which has no connections to Moss Side Millennium Powerhouse. It's a local grassroots team. Last year we won the Somali British Champions League, playing across the UK. If you have a look on YouTube, Manchester Powerhouse, we had a big following. We took 700 people to Birmingham back in June. You had the likes of Jack Grealish for Man City giving shout outs, and Trent Arnold. Again, there's a lot of work that needs to be done in our communities. I'm trying to collaborate, I'm trying to give a voice to the voiceless in our communities. For me, there's been for far too long, the backbone of our communities has been single mothers raising them, so I'm trying to be that role model, trying to be a mentor for the next young generation of young men that really need support and help if we are to better our communities. And I'm grateful for the opportunity today with Yasmin, Lord Mayor, and Majid, who I know very well as well. And again, thank you to Dr. Rima Bell, Councillor, for the opportunity, and look forward to hopefully collaborating with everyone else soon. Definitely like the guy behind the camera as well. Thank you.
Thank
Keep
you.
doing what you're doing.
Thank you. All right, I'm here with Pauline.
Right, I'm Pauline Bin Stullock. I was born in Jamaica. I came here about 28 years ago. I started off as a hairdresser, doing hairdressing. I moved to Manchester from London in 2003. I went back, I came back into Manchester because I love the area. I was living on Cosby Street in Maside for a while. I started doing hairdressing and still doing hairdressing in the community. I'm based at Limelight in Old Trafford. I'm also a foster carer. I used to see the injustice with young people that were asking for a lot of for carers to take care of, especially African Caribbean background youngsters. I've decided I have one son of my own that I would try fostering. It's not easy, but I've raised few children well. I'm still doing it. My last one is at university in Liverpool. He's now 19, he doesn't want to leave home. So he comes as a, staying put. But he's my son, really love him. Because of this, when young people leave my home, like 18, to go on to another life, I found that they were having problems. Like they would have to move them out of like Manchester to Rochdale, different places. So one of them had touched my heart because she was like, I want to come back home, it's too far, things is happening. So I've decided to look into supported living. I bought a property in Longside to do supported living. It is still there. When we started, I come across a lot of prejudice, still happen, but I did not give up. I still fight on. I remember someone from the council told me that there was a home across the road, so they would never place anybody into that property. I still have that problem, but anyway, I did not let it differ me from my goal that's been set. I go further in getting the place registered with my C3B license. I also have it registered through CQC, and so we can operate anywhere within the UK at the moment. Because of tenders, we are not able to get people in until Manchester or Trafford, which is the local authorities around us, put out their tenders, then we would bid. So that is still ongoing. Trafford has just done that. I've just write up a tender for Trafford. However, I've been working with people in Manchester now because I started to do the home care. So we are caring for people like with learning disability, autism spectrum, dementia, and 18 to any age limit. And I've been finding it so rewarding, and I'm looking forward to serve the community. And we try to use people from the local areas to work to do the cover, train them, let them do the like level 3 who is not up to scratch. And I must say, I did in my later years go to do my level 5 in leadership and management in adult health and social care. So we're still ongoing, looking to do more, build from strength to strength. So I must thank Hirimna, who has invited me today to come and share my story and to meet in the Lord and the concert. So thank you. And that's what I have to say.
Thank you. Mr. Bell.
Interested. Raymond Bell. I came back from, I used to live in Manchester, you know, as the gun crime epidemic started. You know, whilst I was in London, so I left and went to London next part of the 80s, and I came back in 1999. A friend of mine got shot 12 times, you know. That was the real eye-opener to go and know the society that we're living in isn't a society that I really left. So as he got shot, I realised that it took 45 minutes for the ambulance service. Remember, St Mary's is just at the top of the road. It took 45 minutes for the ambulance service to come. And when they came, they parked at the top of the street, Cornwall Street was. Remember now, this is a message for all the guys out there. When the shooting starts, the people them get off and it's only left there with women. And it was a few women who was there to go and save my friend's life. You know, Jackie McNeish, and Maureen Reid, Erima and Lorna. They jumped on it. When I say jumped on it, put wet towels and pressure on this guy for 45 minutes. So at that time, now I'm thinking, hang on, how come this ambulance service is not coming? Alan Oakes got shot or got accosted just at the same time, and it took 2 minutes to get there. So with that, we started to go and do this campaign, go into different community groups about the shooting and this and that. And we decided to go and create a group called Charisma, Community Alliance for Renewal in the South Manchester area. That got created in 2003. After doing leadership courses to go and recognise that we have to go and be linked into our societies to go and understand what's going on so we can go and make a change. Hence, an award-winning IAG Independent Advisory Group started to go and manifest with police officers, great counsellors and great community people. And I do feel if you've got the right mix in a place like the IAG, the things get done. Like Erima says, in 2007, gun crime got reduced by 92%. So that's going on nearly 20 years, 10, 20 years. So we've reached a stage now where we have to go and put practical solutions. And I'm going to say this, I don't usually say this, I'm going to keep certain future reference ideas in my mind. But now that we've got a counsellor, somebody who's gone into places like this, we've got a mayor, you know what I mean, to come into place, Lord Mayor, sorry, let's get it right and exact. We've got a Lord Mayor now, we're able to come into these institutions under normal circumstances. We would have been invited into these places. You know what I mean, we would have been just into our mosque side with our mosque side problems and nobody to go and do anything about it. But guess what? We've got community champions around the place, inviting and opening the doors to show people around the place that these doors are open for us to go and sit in the chambers and have a conversation. Hence, the youth project now is a leadership program, which Erima's has got certified. I was going to tell you about that. I won't tell you about Erima's stuff. But my stuff is, no, I'm not telling you so. But this stuff, what I'm talking about now, is about those individuals who are born in I call it the diaspora. So I've got an organisation now called Out of Africa. And the purpose for Out of Africa is to go and find the young ambassadors from each nation, from Nigeria to Kenya to Nairobi, all these nations, to the Caribbean nations, and you get an ambassador for each nation, and you empower them through a leadership course. And once you empower these individuals, male and females, for a leadership course, they're ready for leadership now to go and empower and lead their communities. As the young gentleman was saying about the sports and the football, any subjects, you know, you go and find the ambassador from that country, because they only call us being black and minority ethnic, which is not a place. So we have to go and establish our identity, so we've got the right heritage to go and pass on to the younger generation. And these are the things that we need to put in place. Nobody is going to do it for us. We have to go and do that and put that and instill that into our generations ourselves. So the individuals that will come forward after the leadership program, they'll have a job to go and do. And hopefully the sponsorship and the funding package will pay these individuals to go and give you the cultural intelligence to go understand the land where people are come from. Because in some places, I have to say this, I'm going to cut it short. Some people will come over to England, they will chastise their child by giving them a slap. If you ever slap your children in England, you're going to jail. So they didn't know this. So imagine just because of a little bit of ignorance, people go to jail. And hopefully the ambassadors will stop all of these cultural clashes to go and get fixed by creating that culturally intelligent space. Remember on this journey. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm his wife.
So we know our already she's reached, so we don't need to.
Hi,
Yeah.
my name is Margaret White, and it was very kind of Aruna to invite me here today. My story is a little bit different. I got guardianship of my grandson a few years ago, and his dad is doing an IPP sentence. Now it means Independent Public Protection Order. But what's happened is he's done lots of years over the time that he should have done. And I remember when I knew I had to do something was, he was in a prison called Swaleside. And I'll never forget it. He gave me a Sunday morning visit. I live in Manchester, this is miles away. And it was for 9:45. So I travelled through the night, because obviously we don't have lots of money, so I got the bus, travelled through the night, queued up, and I went in a visiting area to see my son. Now, we're all mothers here and that, or fathers. You know when something's wrong with one of your own, don't you? And I kept saying to my oldest daughter that I need to go and see Thomas, there's something not right, I haven't heard from him. I tried, safe for custody, this one, that one, nobody ever really gets back to you. Anyway, I travelled, and when I got inside the visiting room, I remember looking round, and I couldn't recognise my son. So I asked the prison officer, I said, excuse me, can you tell me where Thomas White is? I'll never forget this. My child, my boy, he was like so at a table in a visiting room full of mental health. He had string wrapped round his head. He tore his bedding up and made it into night clothes, and he thought that he was John the Baptist. And the only way I recognised my little boy was I picked his head up, and you know his eyes, I could see my Thomas as a baby. Now, he had, it scarred me so much that it made me so poorly, and I didn't know where to go to get the help. Can you imagine having to leave your child behind? Do you know what I mean? And they was taking him straight back to segregation. He's done 17 different prisons, but because there's a stigma behind IPP, they're not all violent. They just need to come home and be parents to their children and look after their parents, and instead they left my boy to more or less die.
And I think also add that initially, what was his sentence?
It was 2 years. He took taking a mobile phone. I'm Christian myself, I go to church every Sunday. He'd taken a mobile phone off a couple of Jehovah's Witnesses, I think they were on Winslow Road. He never caused any violence. He's never been done for domestic violence or anything. And now still nobody can tell me why his son can't go and see him. His officer in the prison, Jim Arm, says he doesn't want to see him. It's a lie. I have a video recording here of my son telling Lucy Powell, RMP, please can you help me see my son? You know, it's the biggest stain on the justice system. And again, this is postcoded areas that it happens in, you know, and everybody knows that. It doesn't matter. If your postcode isn't right, you just don't get the help. And I'm really grateful for you, because you're the only one that listens.
And it is true what she said about the postcode area as well, because so much things, especially when it comes to Mossad, is stigma against Mossad. And even now they're trying to move the postcode, even the area barriers. And what Mossad. Mossad, we as people, we love our Mossad. And every time there's something bad happens, they say it's Mossad, but they never get the truth about Mossad. And I'm glad that all of us here to share that opportunity and to tell them that we as Mossad people, we're here. We're happy that Arima is our counsellor. We're happy, thank you very much, that you can share for us. But we as Mossad people, we do love.
And the least.
Yes. Save the best to last.
I would say that, but appreciate. But yeah, my name is Damien Blackwood. I shop in the local community for the past 10 years in Hume. So basically, I'm the founder behind Mossad Talk TV, which is the whole idea for me is to be able to give the community a voice in somewhat way, or even like the disabled or the people who have been moved out, just to stay connected really, you know, because there's a lot of people who can't make it to, like, you know, the funerals and certain things like that, and as we know, since the pandemic, we've got lots of people who's been passing away in the community. So for me, it's something that I'm glad that I'm able to do, so it could at least give some form of comfort to people who not aware, or, you know what I mean, certain situation around the community. And then also, for me, what I want to do for the community, I've always got good intentions, is just trying to get them executed, you know. One is to try and open a 3 day a week teaching lessons for the students from maybe year 1 to year 6. So get them to be able to do the entrance test for St. Bede's for people who cannot afford it, so it could give them a better start in life, you know. So even if I get 5 people through each year, it's an achievement, you know, and that's one. Number 2, I would love to be able to get contacts with organizations such as electric, plumbing, plasterers, joiners. So for example, the young guys in the community from 12, 13 who've fallen out of school, or 16, 17, and you see them wandering about. Well, I'm in my shop every day and I see them, and I want to help them, to be able to help them. So what I normally ask them is, what do you like doing? You know, and if they said that, okay, well, I like doing electric, then I would want to be able to refer them to some form of organization to be able to get them that start, so they could do an apprenticeship more where they could earn, because what it is now, we realize that a lot of kids have been lowered into doing wrong things just to earn. So if we can able to help them to be able to get a skill and to learn and to get paid at the same time, you know, I think that's a win-win situation, you know. So those are the things that I would like to achieve. And I also got like a yearly community giveaway, which is, last year was my first year and it went successful, which I go to like the local shops, Asda, thank you Asda, thank you to all the local shops, get all items free, everything's for free on the day. We cook food for free, give away for free, bouncy castle for the kids, everything is free, slushes, sweets, everything. So people just come out for the day, and then at the end of the day, then we give the people who want groceries, we just give them grocery bags for free, and they can just take home. So I would like to do that maybe twice a year, you know, with a bit more help. But as it is, last year it was just like I said, just to start. So yeah. But these are the things, like I said, I just want to be able to give back to the community. And that's it. Really.
Well done.
Back to your event, the free event for the community.
Oh, did you?
And I took about 9 kids with me, and they all had a fantastic time.
Okay.
From like 3 to 17, and it was a brilliant day.
Okay.
So I need the help in the future.
All right, thank you.
We're all here now.
All right, thank you. Yeah. So yeah.
I know, just conscious of time.
Yes.
Who's talking?
Bring it over here.
You go again.
All right, I'll just say very quickly,
Yes.
thank you very much for the reception today, and thank you all of you for honouring my invitation to actually come, which is really good.
Thank you.
As many people know, I'm counsellor, Arin Mabel, I'm counsellor for my side. You know, some people keep asking, how long have you been a counsellor? It's only been a year. It's only been a year. Still learning, still trying to get my feet under the table, because it's a very big table to get your feet under, I'm telling you. But it's really interesting. Just with what people were saying before, I mean, I'm not going to go through my whole story, but I do class myself now as a community activist. But you know what you were talking about with roads and paths changing, when I was early 20s, and that would I have classed myself as a community activist? No way, not at all. But you know, life does change. You do find yourself going down a different road, having to hold probably a different flag or put your head above the water because somebody has got to be that person to make a difference. And the thing is, why not you, or you, or you, or you? We're all here to make that difference, and we're all community activists. We are all active within our communities. And just one other thing I'd like to say, something that I am going on to do now, and Raymond mentioned it, is the community leadership program. Because over the years, you know, I've found that yes, I have made lots of links and networks and been into places that otherwise I wouldn't have been if not for my civic titles and roles that I have. But I'm a person, I want to share that, you know, with everybody else. You know, I want to share that. We do have a community leadership program that we're going to be rolling out very soon. It is accredited, it's CPD accredited, we managed to get it accredited, which basically means, you know, when you go on our leadership program, you can use that certificate either, I don't know, what do they use? CPD is continual professional development, and it's, you can use it in work, get promotions or get jobs or whatever, you know, you can use it for that. So watch this space on that one. Community leadership program is coming very soon. We will soon be putting out there, you know, for participants to actually apply.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Yeah.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
You said over there.
Yeah.
So my name's Majid Dar. I'm the Lord Mayor's consort. This is 12 months role. It's been a fantastic, amazing role. Thank you all for coming, but I just wanted to share just one or two lines. So me has been set up a youth and sports development organisation based in Wally Range nearly 15 years ago, and it's to empower the local communities. But just like you guys mentioned, Moss Side issues, Wally Range was always part of Moss Side, and always changing, the boundary changes. So we had the similar issues, and you know, a lot of our young people were involved, or family or siblings, blah blah blah. So we have an award-winning organisation now, so lots of sports-based projects. We're in a local church, providing youth services every Saturday. We've set up a community gym, we've built it ourselves with support from some national funders. And I think that's about it really, we've got to wrap up.
And it is about making a difference.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ted.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ready for this?
You know what you want to do? Just pan it around. Just pan it around. You're supposed to do a little commentary with it.
Is it recording?
Yes, it's recording.
Alright, throw it up in the air.
Thank you.
And don't forget to manage
Oh, from my side, on the way, from my side.
That's cute. Appreciate that.
There you go.
Thank you.
Where are you sitting?
Yeah, I'll sit here. Come on, let's.
No, let's I'll get a couple of
I need to get everyone.